Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, now Bortles. And pressure gets to him again. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Flat. Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Close.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Hey, let's go. Trick left.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Spread right, 72.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambeau will put this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Bortles to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Moncrief brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Omaha. Touch right. Green is good.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
Let's go. Touchdown. Woo! Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Way to start. Woo! Yeah.
Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ace. Here we go. Green 90. Slow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A strong safety, Barry Church, all over that one and knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on fourth down.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Slow.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Spread right, 72.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Green 80.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Bortles going to come up here on 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
So right.
The pitch to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Let's go.
Bortles to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw, Bortles. On the move to his left. Going for it all. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
As a secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Steps away to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. He's back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Butker now to kick this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. It's caught by Moncrief. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Out to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle.